fourth time one of our national leaders go on a platform, have nothing to say, just tear up paper, tear up paper, tear up whatever paper she getting on. Manifesto, draft bill going to Parliament. If you can't debate it, engage the issue, just tear it up. But not tonight, according to a particular politician, not tonight. You hear, I mentioned our pastor in San Fernando that we are going to be fighting the criminal element with the help of the U.S. authorities, the FBI, the ATF, and the DOJ. We'll be fighting, joining us in the fight against the supply and transport of firearms into our country. I could talk about that whole night because that is a big issue in the local government election campaign for our friends. And of course, there's some echo chambers. As soon as one dog back, all the potholes start to back. So the Prime Minister mentioned vetted units in the police service. I hear people now saying, oh, that will destroy the police service. That will destroy the Constitution. We have so many vetted units already in the police service. So many. So to speak about one that's going to focus on the whole question of trafficking in firearms and persons and guns and ammunition, which are the big issues threatening our safety and our security, that is a local government election campaign. And of course, with the procurement matter, as soon as we heard the issue in public, and they heard that we had obtained some goods and services, rented some motor cars, bought some flowers, got some hotel rooms for our guests. Oh man, the country turned upside down because the procurement legislation has been destroyed by the government and there's an error in the law. And the Minister of Finance has used the error of the law. The Minister of Finance used the error in the law. In other words, he followed the law. And he used the error in the law to hire some cars and to buy some food. So the whole country capsized, and that is the local government election campaign. But we understand that there are difficulties in the law. We've discovered face to face. If there is, we're going to fix it. So we summoned the Parliament to go and fix it, because every single day, somewhere in the government or many areas in the government, you have to do procurement of some kind or the other. You have to get things every single day in the government. You can't wait until September when the Parliament come back in September to do that. Because in the intervening period, we have to breathe, we have to work. The country has to go on. Oh man, if they call back the Parliament and not coming because that is the Constitution, they're undermining the Constitution, the Parliament on recess. You all remember Section 34? You remember that story where they go in the dead of night and proclaim the law, one clause in the law to allow the friends to escape the courthouse? And when you all rose up as you are here in your thousands tonight and marched to President House, what did Mrs. Kamla Persad-Bissessar do? She summoned the Parliament back. Pressure, busting pipe, water, more than flour. She summoned the Parliament to come and reverse the law. That didn't overthrow the country. It didn't undermine the Constitution. But it's a shame heavier than load. And even as they're saying that, today on my phone, I see a notification where the head of the executive in Tobago has summoned the assembly to come out tomorrow morning for a special session. I have not heard a word yet from the UNC about the undermining of the THA on that. But all of us waiting to see what is this thing that caused the assembly tomorrow to be called out in special session for a statement to be made on the democracy of Tobago. We wait and we will see. So how come it is okay for the UNC government in Trinidad and Tobago to call out the parliament. It's okay for the chief secretary to call out the THA. But it's not okay for the PNM to call out the parliament to go and fix what she says is an error in a law that we need to use every day going forward. I ask you tonight to ignore the UNC. It is only idlers, and more idlers who could spend their time in such useless and wasteful days. Now I say tonight, I'm down here in Siparia tonight. It's a good place to put this call out. And I'm putting this call out to all our citizens in this deep southland of our nation. Stop wasting your time and obstructing the country's development. Come join the PNM. Come, let us build a nation together.